Hello, everyone, and welcome to our celebratory stream. This is going to be a little bit different from what you have been used to. This is us celebrating us doing such a crazy, amazing feat of pulling off the Profile Line Party series. So we thought we deserved a little treat and show off our team and how we do as a team and have a little bit of friendly competition and then see how well we do diffusing some bombs and stuff. But oh my gosh, Salty! You came! Oh my gosh, hello! Oh my god, okay, that's my girl. Oh, that's so fun. This is so nice to see you all in the chat. So we are going to grace you with Danny and Moni's lovely presence and knowledge, and they're going to go back to our regular programming of doing the transit forecast before we do all the things. So, without further ado, we're going to play some tag and bring on Moni and Danny to tell us what's up. And here we go.
We live, Moni, we live.
Back to the beginning.
Yeah, back to the beginning.
Not relegated to the end of the show no more.
I know, thank God, right? That was a lot. It was like, holy cow. So we got through all 12 and almost enough people showed up for everyone to make it totally great. I loved it.
Oh yeah, no, it was amazing.
So what do we got for today? We got the cross of consciousness has come into the sky.
Yeah. It's the 64 nice. And the 63. And I know you'll know the other two numbers because you're amazing.
Well, 35 and 5.
See, there you go. I knew you would. Yeah. So September 3rd through the 8th, the sun in 64, the earth in gate 63. Oh, you got a kitty. That's your little lady.
Yeah, Willie. We're stuck with him for a little while.
Oh, great. I'm happy for it. So we're continuing on our walk around the wheel, going counterclockwise. So now we've shifted into the 63 and the 64. The 63, they're both head gates, which I think is really interesting, right? So it's like pressure to think and answer questions. So 63 is doubt and 64 is curiosity. And I think it's going to be really fun to kind of distinguish between these two and how they play into one another around them.
Where did we? It's confusion. 64 is confusion leading to the curiosity ultimately. And 63 becomes this doubt. These two gates go together. They're both collective. They're perfect. And they give us the cross of consciousness because one is before completion and one is after. It's the mental pressure to know what's going to happen and to understand and to basically realize stuff about what did happen. This drives consciousness. It's a mental consciousness is a mental process. I find that delightful. We're told stay out of the mind for consciousness, right? But not fully. We accept that pressure.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's like the mind has its place, right?
It has its place, yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting into a lot of like symbolism videos, and it's been really interesting. And one of the things he very much talks about when he's describing symbolism, in like especially in like spiritual, religious, historical art kind of things, is like that everything has its place to be, and just that things get weird and funny when things start shifting from their proper role. So like our mind is really great at running simulations. Just don't make decisions with it because it's just going to keep coming up with more and more simulations. And it's wonderful for that. And if we can let our mind be what it's there for, instead of expecting it to make our decisions or getting lost up here.
It's such a wise point because that head center is nothing but pressure. It's designed to be pressure. Now, if you don't know it and you're on the cross of consciousness, you think you're always under mental pressure instead of recognizing that it's got its place. And I love how you put it. You know what I mean? That it's basically visualizing and or simulations. Because confusion is colorful. The gate of confusion, 64, is about simulations totally. And 63 is going through a logical process of like, what does that mean? What might we understand? And so what the hell is it? And what might we understand from it becomes part of how we drive consciousness. It says humanity is under pressure to wake up, essentially.
That's fun. Yeah, one of the ways I like to remember it is if you're looking just at that top head center, that from left to right, the questions are how, what, and why.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, and I could like remember it that way and then like have that sense of it. So, all right, let's dive in. So the sun in gate 64, this is before completion. It's the gate of confusion. Transition, like birth, requires a determined strength for the passage through. We said it's a head gate and it's part of the collective circuitry. They're actually both part of the collective circuitry, right?
Mm.
The 64 is part of the sensing, the abstract circuitry, that circuitry that links up with like the emotional solar plexus, right? And so gate
Indeed.
yeah, gate 64 connects with gate 47, which is this gate of realization. And the 6447 makes up the channel of abstraction, right? So
It's a
accepting,
mess up there, folks, when you got this whole channel.
that's fun. Accepting confusion, the state before order is established, is part of the process of attempting to make sense of a constant flow of data that continually recycles through the mind. In order to enjoy the mental state of confusion and not becoming overwhelmed, let the clips of past experiences simply stream through until the message of the movie becomes clear.
This
It's
is the
really,
perfect advice. It's perfect.
yeah, one of the ways that it described it in the big definitive human design book is that the 64 is like a movie reel, right? And it just like playing these different clips of visual experiences, and then the 47 that it connects to is then like the editor that's going to then like take those reels and then like splice it into something that makes sense.
And it comes to its realization. It's oppressive. The first lines of 64 is this penetrating to the center. It's got very much, it sounds like 61, where it's penetrating to the center of this understanding. It wants to get to the very center of what's necessary to create harmony and survive the disorder of the confusion. It's trying to
Mm,
penetrate to its realization won't get had until it's penetrated into the center. It's a design to pressure the awareness that won't spark until the center of what needs to be gotten into has been reached. Or else the realization doesn't show up. So this channel and this gate is constantly at work doing that when it is in this cross,
mhm.
especially even if it's not in the cross. I have this whole channel in my body graph and it's doing that all the time.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yep.
I also like how it says that accepting confusion, that it's part of the process of attempting to make sense of something. And I feel like, we have so much information coming at us that we cannot, like the human brain cannot ever process that, but we feel this like immense pressure to like understand things and know things and make sense of everything and be sure and take action and be assertive, right? There's all these like go, go, go pressure on things. And I really like that this gate says accepting the confusion before order is established. Like that's part of the process. Like you can't establish order without that early initial confusion, right? You need something to be out of
Right.
order in order to make it into order, and
Or else it would
allowing
have been,
ourselves that grace.
yeah, it would have, or else it would have been in order all along. It would have been no thing. Without the confusion, we don't get to essentially grow. We stay more static without it. So to pressure consciousness and create a pressure from the pineal gland, absorbing stuff from everywhere in the universe that we're aware of into our being, that pressure is supposed to be part of creating the consciousness in the first place. So I guess whoever said it would be easy might not have been on the right track, but I love this transition like birth requires determined strength because the
Mm,
transition is from confusion into some form of realization and hopefully order. And that's why it needs to be matched up with its logical understanding partner in gate 63. It's really, these are the forces putting it together just right, I think.
I love that.
I'm telling you, there's a plan. I'm telling you. I don't know what it
Almost,
is, but there's a plan. It needs to advance consciousness.
almost
So
like there's a divine system in here.
there is. There is.
All right, next up, the Earth in gate 63. After completion, the gate of doubt. In the spiral of life, all ends are beginnings. So I thought, how nice, how sweet. It's a head gate, just like its partner. It is a collective sharing gate, and this side is on this understanding logic side, right? So it links up with gate 4, and then the 63-4 is this channel of logic. So gate 63 says, suspicion or doubt is merely pressure. The readiness to pay attention to and question what feels insecure until it can be understood and evaluated in terms of our future security. Focus on the future with an ability to see patterns that exist in the present. If something appears weak or does not ensure society's future, you will reject it.
It comes with this beautiful foundation line that is the acceptance of its achievements and not being just totally doubtful. Sometimes you can't even accept your achievements, but it's acceptance, the consciousness to realize the acceptance of your achievements and the wherewithal to still maintain doubt. Doubt that's not personal. It's collective after all.
Hmm.
Doubt that's not that the kind of doubt where you don't even have the expectation that something's going to come of it. You just allow it. You're allowing it.
Yeah, I really loved when I learned that this gate 63, right? It's the beginning of the scientific process. So
Mm,
63 is that doubt, right? It's that like curiosity of like what's going on. And then
yep.
4 is possibility. So maybe it's this, maybe it's this. I
Yep.
don't know, maybe it's this. Then it switches over to gate 17, which is like, here's some hypotheses. I don't know, maybe this, maybe this. And then gate 62 is like, cool, let's test it out with all these details.
And it does it over and over again, making sure the dang thing works. This is the pressure to kick the tires on all of that. And to understand that you've kicked the tires on all that, so you took good measurements. It's the pressure to take good measurements. Essentially, write them down, put them on a graph,
Hmm.
chart it out. Give me an X and a Y axis. That's what this gate and this
Hmm.
stream says.
Well, yeah, it links
But it,
up with the spleen, that like
yep,
logical side of like, okay, what happened? What is the pattern? Okay, how can we like see what this pattern is to move forward and like survive? Because that's what the spleen is all about. So it's like collective survival, security, and living onward.
absolutely. And its next throat gate, when it got down there, following through, would have been gate 16. The enthusiasm to say, that sounds great. Let's do it.
Uh huh.
Essentially, that's
And
what
the
16
48
was.
that wants to go over it and over it and over and over it to make sure it works.
The depth of it all. It's amazing how all this works. Yeah, so you put these two together and we get ourselves the cross of consciousness, which has 37, 35, which is progress in the throat. And that 35 is all about having the expectation that something will happen. So 35 is a manifesting energy. So consciousness must go over the past in order to figure out the future and have some expectations it's actually going to get there.
Mm,
Why not? Why not? Have some
mm,
expectation it's gonna get there, and then to put into that, basically this rhythm of gate 5 that says, "We've got a pattern. Keep
mhm,
doing that. Keep doing that." Or, "We have a new fixed pattern. Stop doing that, do this." So, really, if you think about it, these components guarantee humanity marches in a direction that will keep doing that, and this builds our consciousness. This creates awareness like there's no tomorrow. If everyone were on the same page, awareness on this planet would just go straight to the moon. We would be, it would be amazing.
Perfect. So, the writing across of consciousness for people born this week, people who inspire and assist others in making sense of their past by testing out experiences against accepted patterns, thus progressing toward new ways of thinking about and understanding life.
And that testing against expressed current patterns that are already established is a very confusing thing to do for the people who's it's being tested against. So this is part of that determined strength, birth, like a good idea, you know, and the confusion, it takes determined strength for the passage through, like birth. So this is the birth of things, essentially.
Perfect. Next up, we'll have the juxtaposition cross of confusion, inspiring historians, founts of information whose remembering is rooted in tribal hierarchies and subject to the ego's interpretation and manipulation.
Because here we are in this movement around the wheel, and this cross will ultimately move into the cross of rulership.
Yeah, cross. Oh, okay. After the cross of dominion.
Yep, yep. So
Mm.
basically, dominion leads into rulership. It's not the other way around.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
got it backwards. We've got it backwards. Dominion is supposed to lead into rulership, not the other way around.
I remember I looked in Ra's the yellow global incarnation cross book, this
Mhm.
one, and it talks about the cross of dominion, and it was really fascinating because it actually talked about people losing their dominion.
Totally.
But that like blew my mind because you'd think it's like
Because they
power,
try to
money.
rule.
Yeah.
They naturally try to rule because they've got that 2645 in them.
Hmm.
A
And it,
and it's not there yet. This is a left angle thing. Rulership is a right angle thing.
yeah.
I mean, they're just very different.
Yeah, it's
But
just
you
interesting once I learned that, and there's like two people in my life who have the cross of dominion, and then like seeing all the ways they lost the dominion and lost the power of, and it's just like, okay, that's
Mm.
very interesting.
Right, right. The dominion has to be shared. The dominion has to be granted. In a nine-centered world, the dominion has to be agreed to.
Yeah,
So if you're trying to rule
and
something,
working for everybody.
yeah, well, and it just agreed to. Some way along the way, there's
Mhm,
some form of tacit agreement. Yep.
mhm. Yeah, so the left angle cross of dominion, people whose interpretations of the past can be impactful, using information to assume positions of power or authority.
As they should, because when that confusion is done doing its thing, it always knows more stuff. I mean, it really is, it's tumultuously tumbling over all the possible things. All the things, it never stops going over the things. So even if it's in an open head center and you just got that 64 and 63 hanging there, yeah, it won't be constant, but it will be predominant, and you'll always be looking for it because it's your cross, and you'll always be wanting that to be let out, through transits and others. So either way, this is going to guarantee that. And what these two gates and this cross being of children being born right now and for the next 4 or 5 days, what do these gates say? If it's in 64 and the driving force is the sun and its foundation is, let me read this, um, amongst the confusion and the difficulty in finding, so basically having peace and harmony amongst the confusion while getting your way to the point. That's the foundation of all of this. Moving your way to the center where that center peeled back. So this is a week to peel back things from the center. Let the confusion do something, because there's a logical side of you where this stuff is going in that you're going to figure out logical things to do as it relates to what the hell's going on with you. Don't let the confusion turn into something that you think is getting in the way of your intelligence actually coming up with good stuff. Allow the confusion this week in any old way, even if you have to go be alone for a minute because it's too scary for you. You never know. Or anxiety, don't. It's not there. It's not, that's not what your body's looking for. It's looking to literally have the confusion so that it can come to the realization and kick the tires on that with gate 63 to work out the doubts. That's what's going on right now. So allow that kind of stuff. If you fight it, you're going to find you're going to make a crappy decision. It's going to be hard. And if you allow it, you'll find you understood something you never thought you would have understood. This would be the week of a profound new understanding you didn't realize you were about to come to. And you'll, and the funny thing is, you'll look back and you'll be like, I knew it all along. I knew it was coming to something. You will have already had an idea. This unlocks the I knew it that has been sitting
Huh.
there all along, this cross. And this cross, especially when the sun and the earth are in the two head pressure gates. So let the I knew it's be unlocked this week, is what I say.
Yeah, allow the confusion and doubt to be part of their process.
Yeah, literally embrace it.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna, like, lead to the learning, which is super
If
great.
if you can, live it out while you're living it out, and when you have to go do something, forget about it, because it'll be there for you when you come back. Just forget about it.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
yep, it'll
perfect.
be there. It'll be like, "Oh, you cooked up. What's the idea? Oh, we got it. Oh, look at it. The pie's ready." The cake is perfect. Yep.
Wonderful. Perfect. All right, recap. September 3rd through September 8th, the sun is in gate 64, this energy of confusion, the earth in 63, this energy of doubt. And so for gate 64, actually, what's interesting is that if we look, then the 64 is fire over water and the 63 is water over fire.
Yeah, these two guys are the perfect mirror to each other. Look at all that mess going on in the mirroring. There's no blocks of anything. It's every other all the way through.
Mm, it's
This
like a
is a
perfect
total,
zipper.
it's perfect little zipper right up, and it's like, if you just look at it, these look messy. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of lines, a lot of spaces, as opposed to where you double up with solids or double up with yin lines. And I
And it's
like
like
the
so
fire over
perfectly,
water,
yeah. I like that it's like this perfect like symmetry, but opposite, but still symmetrical.
period. It's a perfect symmetry. These
All
guys
right,
are total mirrors to each other.
for sure. Ready for the imagery?
Yep.
All right. For gate 64, which the title for this one is Not Yet Across. That's kind of like crossing over to something ACROSS. And the
Yep.
image states there is fire and there is water, the right elements to cook with, but in the wrong places relative to one another. The next task is to find better places for things so they can work together coherently. A noble one uses the qualities of fire above and steam below, a careful, respectful awareness of the undercurrents, like the acute eyes and ears of the fox, attuned to the river's flow beneath the ice. She will develop her understanding of how the different elements and processes in a complex situation fit together and find ways for people to relate more harmoniously.
That was for 64.
That was for 64.
Yep. So the water under the river, that's actually amazing. I like that.
All right, ready for 63?
Yep.
So this is kind of fun because now Gate 63, the title it has is Already Across. So it's like,
Right.
not yet, but now we got there. I just thought that was cute. So the image states, water above the fire is like a pot on the boil, a productive meeting of opposites that will last just as long as you pay attention to both the fire and the water level. So Noble One has presence of mind, awareness clear as a flame within the stream of emotional experience. If you are mindful of anxieties, contemplating them with an open heart, you are well placed to anticipate and ward off trouble.
Sounds like a logical process to me.
Mm-hmm.
What you just said, and it is logical and an understanding to put the water on top of the fire to bring it to a boil. But what that clip was just saying was it was just telling us that on the logical side, you've got to tend it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stay there. You got to measure it. You got to check it out. And
It's
on
very
the
scientific.
yeah, or else the water will boil out or the fire will go down. One or the other, and you lose boiling. You no longer have boiling water or whatever it is you're cooking. And on the confusion side, the skate of before completion, before completion, everything's confusing before then.
Mm-hmm.
And the fire above and steam below, that's not a process you tend, that's a process you ride. It's in fact, fire above and steam below sounds like the recipe for a freight engine, a steam freight engine. You don't, it's you experience that thing and you ride that thing. You're not the thing. The steam engine's the thing, and you're on a ride and, you know, glad you got a gate of doubt because you better pay attention to that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Something you
Fascinating.
ride. Yep.
So ride the confusion and mind the
Yep.
doubt.
That's exactly what the I Ching and the Noble One was saying.
Yeah.
I love how that converted into the language that we actually have for the 6 lines. It's just those Chinese guys were onto things. It's amazing what they downloaded.
Mm-hmm.
The I Ching peeps, they were something else. So ride the confusion because ultimately it gets settled through the careful observation of the Noble One watching his fire, tending his boiling pot. So ride the confusion, tend the boiling pot.
Oh, I love it. That was so delightful. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah, you bet, Moni. This is good.
Yeah.
That's a good cross.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna now do the thing.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing some games and doing some stuff, hanging out, being silly, enjoying ourselves, maybe reminiscing over the fun of the past
Overall, we
12
had
weeks.
to do 12 weeks right in a row too.
Yeah.
That was just so much. I just didn't think it was gonna happen all at first, and then Moana said, "It's happening."
Yeah, Manifestor just decided we're doing something, and we're like, oh, okay, I guess we're going on this ride, and it was pretty epic and amazing, and yeah.
Well, we're teaching human design. I'm real excited about that. So are those guys waiting in the wings?
I have no idea. Let's see where our friends are.
Yes, waiting in the wings and trying to slap the exciting
Surprise.
announcement together.
Do we want to maybe make that announcement?
I was going to be like, introduce Jess.
Okay.
Wait some time so I can get stuff done.
All right, I love you, babe. All right, Jess, I'm bringing you on stage.
Jess is coming on. Hey, Jess.
Jess is our wonderful moderator for the chat, often unseen but always present with love and assistance and chattiness with our watchers or viewers.
Yeah, we need that. What's it been like watching all that go on? My God, what a mammoth effort. Did you notice the difference? You must have.
Oh, very much so, especially from
Yeah.
the very first to all the way to the end. It was fascinating. Yeah, I loved
Right.
the arc of it, and it really was clear.
I thought so too. I just thought it was amazing. You got a good understanding of each profile just by watching these people interact, our folks interact. It was amazing. I don't think anything's been done like that anywhere, right?
Not that
Nope.
I've
I've
seen.
never seen it.
So we've got one for the history books,
Yes,
right?
we
This is the
do.
first time ever. We did it. First ever. Aha. I'll do my impression of someone funny. It's the best ever.
What was it like
We're
for
the best.
you as a 5'2", like seeing the other 5'2"s? Like, because I know that's a rarer profile, so I don't know if you've encountered it much, but outside of yourself, how was that?
That was fascinating, and the both the 5'2"s and 5'3"s, both of them I felt like this connection to. It was really interesting, and the 5'2" especially, that was really eye-opening. Like, finding out you're a manifester, like, late in your life, it's real, and especially as a 5'2", like, that was some eye-opening experiences because
Mm.
you live your life thinking that everything is just like everybody else, and then nope, not really.
You special.
No, you guys carry the
Only a
record
little.
for the biggest bubble. I would
Yes,
say the
and
5'2".
feel,
Yep.
Especially it's like
feeling
such a
that
double projection.
Yeah. Well, and the
oh,
bubble that still must be alone, a little shell, a protective shell. The fifth line is naked. It doesn't put a shell up. It has to get paranoid and figure it out. The second
hides.
line, yeah, it has to think about hiding. The second line just hides. You know what I mean? It's got a shell around it naturally. So there's a little natural shell around you that it's like, you had always seen popping up, and it must have been nice hearing others talk about it. I was
Very
enamored
much
when I was
so.
in my yeah. When I was into the
Yeah,
2/4, I was enamored, I know that much.
Yeah, there is something special about like being with your own profile type. Like all of
Yeah,
them were really cool. All the people were very interesting. And it was interesting when you were just similar with one number, but not both of the numbers, because there's like an overlap, but then like a very obvious difference. And then when you're with your own little group, you're like, oh, you guys are great. This is fun. Like the 3 5s are a riot.
3 5s were great. Yep.
I think
I
for me
wonder
that was such an unusual thing to see 5 people come together, like, not knowing each other at all, but being able to really, like, hone in on different parts of their lives where they actually really do connect. I mean, it was a really unique experience to just watch all of it.
I
Sometimes they
loved
were a little
how
more interesting, but yeah.
I loved how the people started out each time, a little bit, because no one knew anyone really, and it took
Mhm.
barely anything, and suddenly the warm up and the talking, and no matter what the thing was, they were all hungry to speak to each other, and then it all showed up why. It didn't take long, in other words. I love
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, that was really cute seeing the different types where like they all come in like a little nervous and excited and a little like unsure how to interact. And then like as we did some of the icebreaker stuff and got silly about it, and then like once they like dropped into it, they're like all in it.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing. So, but that it's over, it makes me it's like, wow, that is a lot. I'm glad we had a recording for each one. You're on the Telegram. Is it Telegram? No, it's what is it,
Whatever
Ron?
chat
WhatsApp.
thing that we use. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Jess is on
WhatsApp.
there.
Oh, yes, definitely. I can't wait till we actually look back and like are having the conversations and like, oh, look and see how this interacted here and that interacted there. So it's
Right.
like we're going to even build on what we've already done. So that's like, I can't wait for that. So
Hey, do we have a surprise we're supposed to talk about?
I think that's once Moana is ready for such things. Don't rush the manifester.
The manifester, like
Oh,
that.
we got two. We got two. Don't rush the rush the manifester in charge. Is that
That's
right?
too funny.
right, yes, this manifester is already busy doing other things, manifesting other places. So
This 5-2
yeah, it's
manifester doesn't really care about that at this moment. And if she does care about it, we'll know.
yes,
So either way, you
yes.
can't know. You can't not know.
Well, you know that I care about it because I helped get I helped. I really
Right.
I encouraged, yeah, this was really a fun thing to see Moana take on, and I
Yeah.
really was so excited from the very beginning. And she has just done so much work. That's what's been so impressive.
It's
Oh
Like,
yeah,
been
she was constantly at it. Where I'm like, girl, take
I
a break, take a vacation.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was literally dumbfounded. I'm like, well, here we go. I guess it's happening. I was like, oh my God, this is actually happening. That's all. Lady M, you gotta
mhm.
love that.
Moana, you ready to pop back on?
Yeah, Moana, we don't need it posted. Come on
No,
on.
she's not ready yet. We
That's,
got 1 minute. Okay, countdown.
does anyone have a most interesting one of the episodes? Or it might be hard to recall.
It might be hard to recall because there's so many. I really enjoyed, and maybe just like my variables, I got that like zoomed out perspective. It was really neat to just go through that 1-3, 1-4, 2-4, 2-5, to go through that from the beginning and end through that entire journey, and like really seeing like every episode took on like the flavor of that profile. That was cool and weird. Like even the weird little issues that we'd have or little behind the scenes stuff that was going on, like it would somehow just absolutely mirror the profiles.
Each one of them. I loved being on my 2-4 episode. So there was no manifesting generator and I had to go on and
Oh
be
yeah,
on
yeah.
that one. I felt so at home. I was like, oh my God, they're all just like me. I don't even have to really think that hard about this. We'll either do well or we won't. All that stuff. It was like, you know,
There's an
I just felt,
ease.
yeah, I felt totally at home with all that. It felt really good.
Yep.
And the whole don't care part that I was saying, Jessica, it's not don't care actually about the things. It's like the capacity to just not, it's like, oh no, I moved on. I'm here. I didn't even know, you know what I mean? Our capacity as second lines to not even know, sometimes it's priceless
Wait, elaborate on that. What do you mean the second line? Because you're just so in your own little hermit world?
because of the shell. The second line guarantees a shell around that person that, for instance, the shyness of mating, it guarantees that someone's going to have to break through, you know what I mean? Something just has to break through that shell to penetrate it, to call it out. Otherwise, it's like, don't try to influence me, or I'm busy not being influenced except how I influence me. And it's quite a self-absorbed place to be sometimes, but it's basically the size of that shell around it. It's just a little shell. That means it's sort of hard to get into to get that person to come out. It's hard to get you
It's
to come out, Jessica, if you don't want to. That 2-4, I mean, right.
hard.
It's like, and you might as well, it's just hard, right? Right, and we can't really even be guilted in. Like Moni, we could probably guilt you into doing something. Your ego will be like, okay, I'll beat that stupid bear. I'll do the
Like,
thing.
fine, I'll do the thing that needs to get done because no one else will do it. Call
And
do it.
Jessica and I will be like, well, I missed the memo.
I was going to be like, poor line 5 vibes. Save the day again.
I was asleep. I'm sorry.
I was line 5 with the defied will. Like, you go do it. We know you can.
Right.
Okay, I'm officially ready to announce the big announcement.
What's the announcement?
We are giving away a live human design reading on the show. If we had sound effects, this is where we'd be like, so contest officially is open as of right now. So go over to our Instagram page, which I should probably drop the link for everybody to go enter. We have never done anything like this.
It's a big treat. They're going to get it live, huh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They get to join us on the show. They get to hang out with us backstage and get a sneak a peek, yo. So what are you doing? Go check out our Instagram page. Go enter. Get your friends to enter. It is going to be a wild time.
Awaken your human design.
Yeah. Is it easier if I write it like that?
Awaken your human design. Yep.
I'm like, make it work. Make it pretty. That's not my job.
Copy edit, projector, copy edit.
That's a big deal. How long are we going to go? Are we going to do a full hour or hour and a half long thingy dealio?
I think
we're
nice. Going. We
Like,
can't put time restrictions on you, Danny.
I
no
was gonna
matter
be
how
like,
hard you
what
try.
if
Yeah,
so
you
if
guys
you've
got
been like, I really, really, really want a reading, but you know, we seem like this like unreachable thing. Well, we're coming and making ourselves nice and accessible to you. All you have to do is go on our Instagram page and go enter. Go enter and
it
yeah.
does when they enter, it does ask for their birth info, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm like,
so
well,
don't
so
make me
know
look
your birth
now. I guess I'm
time
looking
if you're
now.
gonna want to do this. Know your birth date,
yeah,
time, location. The closer to accuracy, the better.
absolutely. And it is helpful if I can see the chart beforehand. I'll do it live if we ever want to sort of test that theory. Just like first time I ever see a chart, I can do that. But it's better if I see it beforehand.
No. What? So yeah, in the contest, that's one of the things we make sure is that you know your specific birth time.
Yeah.
If you don't, then that's gonna be an inaccurate chart, and we don't want that. But yes,
Nope.
we're super excited. Please go check that out. Tell your friends if you're like I got readings, but my friends never got a reading. Go tell them about it. Spread the word. And next week's episode is us reading for whoever's the winner.
No way. We're gonna do that
Yeah.
next week, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So next week, the winner is going to be on with us and getting their chart read. So whether you're someone who has never gotten the chart read or you're just curious to see how we would do it in comparison to whoever else read for you, like whatever it is, you are welcome to join. It's going to be a jolly good time. You already know this. If you've been watching us.
It's gonna get deep. Bring a question or two if you have one. But if I'm gonna be reading, I'm gonna ask deep questions. So bring your openness, please. Bring your
Right?
want. All of that. It'd be
Bring
great.
some drinks. You're going to be talking a lot probably or listening a lot or both.
Yeah, I don't normally actually. I wouldn't normally promote that per se, but I don't see anything wrong with like getting loose and doing a shot beforehand. I say okay.
Okay, I meant like water, but
I mean, hey, we make it a real profile line party.
I just did it again, didn't I?
You did, but it's the best way ever, Danny. It's the best way ever. We can make cocktails. I'm here for it.
All right, good.
just like, hey,
My
human design. I was gonna say human design and cocktail hour. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm down.
I mean, honestly, we can make this a thing. Just
totally.
Just to take the edge off.
Right, just like, hey, this is supposed to be a fun and
informative.
This
it's
is
gonna
like
be
the best comment ever. Check this out. Get your buzz on, get your hydration on.
Funny.
You can have both.
You never know.
I mean, there is something to be said about the different substance interactions and understanding and exploring your human design experiment.
It's true. I'm with you, Moni. It is true.
Oh yeah.
I love how tactfully you worded that.
That's right.
Like that's like AAA level. Like, girl, you should be like, you are our PR. Moni's our one-man PR team.
That's so
She stops us from like making complete fools and jackasses of ourselves. You have no idea.
I like what you wrote.
That's not me.
I like what you wrote there, but what if we tried this? I don't know, maybe.
Right? It's just like, hey, this is my sloppy, just throwing this together thing. Please make this.
It works. Give me the raw pieces, and I can make it pretty. Like, don't make me come up with anything on my own too much, but like, give me some raw pieces to like jazz up, and I'm your girl.
Beautiful. So with that, go enter. Tell your friends. This is going to be a riot, and as promised, we are going to play the same games that we had our guest play. The only exception to that is the 1-3s. The 1-3s played a game that we never played again. And again, our PR manager was like, X-nay on this game. This doesn't make for good TV. So we're like, cool, we'll nix it. So we nixed it.
For the 1-3s.
Yeah, so the 1-3s got a game, and they didn't get to play the bomb defusing game either, which is funny. So here we go. We know the drill by now, but Moni has never played before. You like, because you were not the 3-5 projector.
No.
You gave away your seat like I did for the 4-1 manifester. I was like, someone else can enjoy this because we're gonna have our
I'm just
own
excited
party.
that we all know, and I would like it confirmed verbally if we can, that in fact, we read the little clues in order and we spout off page numbers like a little military gang.
Oh wait,
Oh
why
yeah,
did
no,
you do that?
I mean, I'm totally here for like talking it out. I have a plan. I got my notebook and pen.
Yep. So when the page numbers come up, we should spout off the numbers before we read.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's
Okay,
right, a new
so
game.
this is the
Ah, it's
room
just a
code.
nuclear event drill.
Oh,
We
so
have
we gotta go on our
numbers,
phones
so-
now, right?
Where
Yeah,
do
yeah.
we go?
And I was gonna say, check the chat, friends. I don't want to block
Ah, kinda.
poor Jess's
Ah, you should have a
face.
tank, a mask, and a
If you
regulator,
don't
and
know,
you're
we
on.
have a contest.
Whoa,
We have a
whoa.
contest to win a meeting.
Well,
We'll
the stairs
sporadically,
don't
when we
go
have
100
breaks, put
meters
up the
below
thing
sea.
to remind
There's really
people,
thin
but
there.
I don't.
Well, and make
Just-
sure
Hey,
Yeah,
can
I
I-
didn't want to cover Jess
Well,
either, so
Mo-
it
I
was a
don't
good
think I
call.
do this. I have a fear of death.
So
I'm
Jackbox.
depth-phobic.
So Moana, when I get the code in, I can also hit enter.
Hopefully the
Yeah,
boss
yeah,
won't
you're
forget.
not barred this time.
Good
You
luck.
you
Okay,
were
good.
like this like excited puppy wanting
I
to play with
remember I was-
everyone, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no,
Right.
audience, that comes after everyone's in.
I'm
I
getting
totally
there.
remember that. I was like, oops, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
no, it's all good. I mean, some games have the audience option and some don't, so that's
Yeah.
like
Hey, for the
interesting.
game later, can you pick
that
up some
that's
finger
a
food,
thing.
like chips and dip? Just take it out of petty cash.
I already did, but, there was
But
only enough for one, so I
now,
got dip.
oh, I never chose
You
my
got dip without
face. Okay,
chips.
I need to do that.
What do we put in a dip?
Okay.
You said finger food. Fingers?
Yep, I guess that's about our best option at this
Giving
point.
myself a
High five.
sweet turban. Okay, yeah, Mo for Muhammad. That's right. Okay, here we go.
Oh wait, I can be. I'm a dolphin.
I think we have a new French agent starting today.
Oh,
hey, I
and
think that may be
I'm
him.
the
Hi
VIP.
there. Are you the new
So
French agent?
everyone's in.
Yes, you and I look
Yeah,
like brother and
Je vais
sister in this
chercher
one.
ressources humaines, mais avant, il faut que je trouve un bon café et quelques croissants.
That's so
Et
cute.
puis,
The
on fait
two
ce qu'on part pour,
twos.
Yeah, that's funny.
We're
Behind
hermiting
sunglasses.
I'm
together.
watching
Oh,
you. Wait,
That's
that
okay.
sounded weird. We've been watching you, and now we're sharing your secrets with the public.
There's some jaw right here,
Oh.
cutie.
Not much better. Oh well. We made a game out of all this info, and we call it
Hey,
Guespionage.
you know what's
So this-
hilarious? I've never played this game myself.
Time to play.
Did I play it? Did
Who's up
The
first?
two fours did get to play it. I don't think they're one of the
Oh,
profiles
here's
where
one
we
we've been
skip this. The
especially
really
interested in.
chatty
Go ahead.
profiles, we skip this because it's like, you guys are chatty, you don't need this.
Yeah, especially once we like got it all
What
figured out with
percentage of
people.
people know where Denmark is on a map? Think carefully. You want to be as close as possible to the actual percentage to get the most points.
I don't have an option to fill anything in.
no? Jess has got to fill in her guess.
40%.
Oh.
Okay, everyone else. Time to guess if the
Yeah,
actual
one,
percentage
and then
is
we
higher
bet
or lower.
against what she did.
I got it.
High five. The vote is lower. And Surveil says
Apparently, I'm too hopeful
Oh,
for
no
people.
shit.
No
Oh,
way.
people are smarter than we
This is the place
thought.
where people
Yeah,
do not
apparently.
I don't know, man. Maybe like they like asked Europeans.
Well then,
Not that they're smarter, it's just closer. It's just nearby.
Yes,
I was
yikes.
not guessing
You'll do
that.
both.
relevant.
Or it's like how many can guess where it
Okay,
is on the
who's
labeled
up
map?
next? High five.
Oh, okay, let's see. Can we
Hoping our
do better
database has
now?
some juicy data for this.
So I'll have a question on my phone.
What
in a minute.
percentage
There
of
we go.
people's hair is currently the longest
There you
it's ever
go.
been?
Currently, ooh,
Oh.
What percentage of people's hair is currently the longest it's ever been?
50%. Okay, higher
Okay,
or lower?
straight down the middle.
right in the middle.
Oh man,
Mm.
I want to say
Sweet.
It's unanimous again. And Surveil says 12%.
No way.
You need to be within 30% to even get
wow.
points.
I guess
You
people
got it right.
think
I'm glad we all
long
guessed
hair,
lower.
yeah, needs more maintenance, which it does.
I got long
Next
hair.
up.
I was answering for myself.
What all
I'm
be
a
needing if
dolphin.
the boss ever catches me doing this?
You don't have. You're as smooth as a dolphin,
Moaning.
baby.
Smooth as a
What
dolphin.
percentage of people have business cards?
Ooh. Oh.
Schmanzepans.
37%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
Probably higher.
Oh, I have to guess now.
Believe it.
Just one of you is saying higher. Now let's get to the right answer.
Yes!
41%.
Yes!
Ooh, just a few percentage points off. Well done.
I'm like, everybody's a business coach or a life coach now.
Let's
They
see
need
who got it
business
right.
cards for that shit.
Nice job. I've got some points for you.
That was my theory, at least, and it
Who's
panned
next?
out.
Here we go. My favorite
I just
Lego.
made a Lego creature. I did Fox from Harry Potter.
What percentage of people have built complicated structures
Oh,
out of
we
Lego?
actually have... We have some people joining us who think we only play games. This is fun. Did you see this? Just the moderator?
You gotta actually say hi to him and like welcome him in and stuff.
Yeah. So, welcome, Zomnipotent.
70%. Everyone else, higher or lower?
I'm just thinking of the crazy Lego enthusiasts. You know, that
And like
build
what Lego of like complicated?
I mean, like cities and crazy buildings and stuff like that.
We also have a question from someone in the chat asking if we're playing with viewers and if we're
Everyone is
doing more
saying
rounds
lower.
and stuff.
Okay, let's see the right
Yeah,
answer.
I don't know how to answer that. I mean,
55%.
I guess more the
That was a
merrier.
respectable guess.
But we're not gonna be playing this game. We're gonna be doing
You got it right.
a different
Well
game.
done. You get points.
I finally get some points.
Wait,
did
I
it.
totally was not paying attention. Did I do
That's it
good
for
in
round
that one or
one.
no?
Let's take a look at
I
the
think we
score.
all did well. We all did lower.
High five.
Or no, you lost, I suppose. Then
We're doing
Round two, here we
Quiplash,
come.
Zomnipotent. So the more unhinged
Which
you are,
game
the
do you
better.
think we'll do? Which
First
game
up.
do you think we could do with viewers?
Quiplash.
I'm going to search.
That's the one we're gonna do next. Yeah. Oh, he's down. Okay, we want to play one more round of this before we move on to Quiplash.
whatever.
When we're here,
Their
Yeah.
fingernails with scissors.
Oh, why would you do that?
Like you do it with babies with their little evil fingernails.
that's how I always did it
Oh,
for the longest time.
With
That's a different
scissors?
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass.
I would think.
oh.
Oh my
I mean, that's
god.
what like old school. My grandparents did that, but
There we
Have
go.
a guess. 58%.
God.
I just
Round
file
two,
them,
you
keep
can
them
double
nice.
down if you think the guess is off by
Oh,
50%
that's
or more.
that's a
Just
thing.
pick much
Or
higher
yeah,
than
when you
that.
have them in a
If
nice
you're right, you
nice
earn double the money.
shape, you don't
If
have to
not,
maintain
you'll
them
get
as
nothing.
much.
I've learned.
Oh, okay, this is interesting. So now there's like 4 options. I want to say this. Okay. Double down or
It's
single
unanimous
down.
again.
I love
Okay,
making
right answer
fucking dolls and
is
stuff.
3%. I wonder if those people have just never heard of nail clippers. Let's see who got it right. Nice job. I've got some
Yeah,
points
yeah. Only 3%.
for you. And what have we?
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Really low.
Double points for saying much
Yeah,
lower.
because people have nail clippers. I don't understand why you have to use
Okay,
scissors.
who's up next?
I was distracted with tabs.
Okay,
That's
computer,
fair.
No judgment.
That,
this one.
I wanted to
That
be
will
much
do it.
lower.
I just quickly, yeah, that was not a legit answer for me.
What percentage of people would rather be superheroes who shrink to 1 inch than ones who grow to 50 feet?
What a question.
what?
How many people would rather be tiny than giant as superheroes?
I don't know. That's a. I mean,
60%.
giant.
I love Danny because
Everyone
he gives
pick
us a nice
higher
wide
or lower.
margin.
True
You're
that.
kidding me.
I don't know, man. Like the borrowers were fun, but like that sounds complex.
I had an answer. I had
I
already
don't know what to
confusingly
say.
thought that out long
Time.
ago.
Believe it.
And the
Believe it.
correct
True.
answer is
God damn.
64%.
I don't believe that. I don't
I've
believe
got
that at all.
Lame.
You remember fucking, like,
Lame.
what is it, Honey, We Shrunk the Kids, and then there's the giant ant that was like chasing them and stuff? That sounds very complex.
Did
But
we
I guess
all
being
lose
giant would be
though.
very pain
points?
in the ass too.
Okay, we got our
Well,
dolphin
Ooh, I
up.
remember seeing good surveillance for this yesterday.
You.
Oh, great.
What?
What
Asparagus
percentage
pea.
of people find that their pee smells funny after eating asparagus?
Is that a thing?
It's a thing. If you have a
Is that a
certain
thing?
enzyme, it's weird.
Would you be one of those percentage? Okay.
I
never
no
noticed.
comment.
I don't think I eat asparagus enough to thought about this.
27%.
So yeah, there's a couple
Okay,
scenarios.
fire
You have to have eaten it, be willing to smell your pee, and
I
actively
mean, I don't think you gotta
that.
try to
So,
smell it. If it smells, it's just there.
Believe it.
Apparently, it's a thing.
Say what? Okay.
One lonely vote for lower. And the correct
Okay,
answer
let's
is
see.
51%. And now we know. Your tax dollars
Half the
are worth
population.
Wow. I guess it's like those
Way to go,
people
Jamie.
who think
it right.
arugula tastes like soap.
points
I'm
for
one of
you.
them.
It's not arugula, it's cilantro.
No, it's both.
Is it?
Yeah. So
Interesting.
for some people, so for example, husband's dad cannot
All right,
eat
Savannah,
cilantro.
Yeah,
He
no, my
thinks it's
boyfriend,
disgusting.
my
Yeah.
boyfriend had that, and then I cleared energy on him, and now it doesn't taste like soap. I know.
What percentage of
Yeah,
people have
arugula.
received Dr.
Do
Seuss's
that.
I know
Okay,
arugula,
I
but I
guess.
like
You'll
arugula.
go as a
I
gift.
hate arugula. Just like it's like eating a bar of soap.
Oh, I love arugula.
60%. All right, what do you think? High five.
Mm.
Oh, you guys can see my answer
Believe it.
Oh yeah, we always see it.
like right away. I didn't.
Oh.
Just
Gonna
one
go
of you
roll
Yeah,
is
I'm
wild
just
card.
like completely
Okay,
guessing.
let's see
No
the right
idea.
answer.
I was guessing lower at first, but I'm like, I don't know, it might surprise me. Damn it,
23%.
we did it.
And yet 6% of
No.
voters
Against
don't
my own
absolutely
interest.
know.
Mm.
Oh
Let's
My
see.
no.
awareness of current events
Well
gave
done.
me
You
that
get
answer.
points.
I was thinking it's lower, but then I was like, I don't know, maybe like birthdays and baby gifts.
I just thought it's just
Uh-oh,
like
final
I
round
don't know.
time.
Like
We embedded
it's
microchips
really
in hundreds of
popular. I
subjects
guess
and
there's
found the most
other
popular
children's
answers
books.
to this question. What do
Yeah,
people
maybe if it was,
consider
like,
to
a
be
couple
their
decades
best
ago.
physical features?
Style.
Now
Oh,
let's see the
this is
answer.
an interesting question.
What do
What?
people consider to be their best physical
Pick
features?
the
There are
most popular
apparently
answers.
some real confident people. Okay.
Go.
What are we doing?
We have to pick what they
first
think
three,
the
okay.
top three. Okay. Oh.
No.
Let's
Okay.
just go with this one. Okay.
Hmm?
You have to pick three.
Oh, I picked 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to go.
from
It's
top
top
to-
three.
You can pick 3 answers.
I don't know, maybe I'm just like commenting on my own.
All right, let's see what everyone
Well,
picked.
let's see what.
What we all think is best about ourselves.
Okay.
I didn't. We're on the same
No
wavelength.
one
That
picked
is.
penis, huh? You all picked the same ones. That's funny.
That's amazing.
That's
Now let's
hilarious.
see those
What are
final
the
scores.
chances of that? That's
Believe
quite
it.
funny.
Crazy.
High five.
Oh, no way. I won.
Yeah,
Look
we
at
got it
that! Damn the
Dude, I'm a-
man!
I'm a big fat winner. Uh-huh.
Played like you did really warms my cockles.
Bravo!
That's cool.
Cockles are.
That was sweet.
Yeah, I'm all
because
excited.
we usually only do like one round of this. We never like wait to see who won. So
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that's so funny.
kind of fun to like see
Yeah, that was
how
pretty
it
good.
like
You did
know
good.
does a thing.
I love that we picked the same things as our feature.
Okay, hold on. I
I
need to
couldn't
switch
believe we all picked
packs
the same
out.
thing. That's
That
like
was
a brain
great.
lock.
Okay, hold on. Technical shuffling. Okay. And then does Omnipotent still want to play with this unhinged group of human design nerds? This is your chance. Because we probably won't do this again. Not unless we have something else to like crazy celebrate. Like, we
Yeah,
did
this
this
is-
crazy thing.
I'm just like following the games that like our guests had been enjoying.
Okay.
I thought they were pretty good, and I like being part of it. It's actually good.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
waiting-
Okay. So Omnipotent, our wild card,
SWMP.
joining. This is our room code. Oh, pow pow! Oh
wow,
my
we got some
god!
people. This is fun.
Oh yes!
Zombie.
This is gonna be so good. Okay,
Wow.
Is everyone in then? We can
I
hit the
guess
button.
so. Oh, this is gonna be some wild town stuff. Let's see what happens. We have 2 wild cards. Like, have you guys ever watched a stream before? Somni or Pal? Because we usually don't play. Oh, you have.
Oh, fun.
Amazing. Are you watching us for the
Good.
games or for the human design part?
If it's not, it's your fault. Let's do it.
All
Hopefully
right.
the human design.
2 prompts will appear on your
Well, I
device,
haven't
which
answered
you can
yet.
answer in
Maybe
any
we'll
clever
find
or
out.
not clever way you want. Everyone
Well, I
will
encourage you
choose
guys to
your
ask more
answer and someone
questions.
else's and decide who wins.
Yes.
You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent.
Oh, is this like the apples to apples type of thing of Be Silly?
Yes, unhinged. Unhinged answers.
Oh,
I got the question.
yeah. Me
Oh,
too.
No,
No.
everyone does. You have multiple ones.
I don't know.
Oh. I got it.
Okay, cool. You guys have time. I'm gonna be back in a sec.
Willie. Are you outside, honey? Buddy?
Okay.
Kitty.
I got some good ones. I like
I
mine.
didn't know I had to do more than one.
Oh
The
no!
best reason to go to Wall
I,
Street.
Yeah,
I was answering the one and then I went to the next one. I was like, oh, I took
I
way
had
too
two.
long.
Pick your favorite.
Oh, I gotta do something.
You have to choose which one you think is funnier. Yeah!
Next one. It would have been a much different movie if instead of phone home, E.T. kept saying blank. Vote on your devices.
I mean, they're both great. This is kind of hard to choose.
I forget what it was E.T. said. What did E.T. keep saying? I don't remember.
Next
Phone
up,
home.
what happens
Oh, yeah,
when
that's what it
Wile E.
said.
Coyote finally catches the Roadrunner? It's voting
Oh,
time.
that's funny. Yeah, let's go with that. HD nerds.
If we play this game again, it'll be great because I'll know that I'm answering more.
I
than
had to
one.
answer literally, just so you know.
No, like the next round, Moni, you're fine.
Oh no, I know. I was just laughing. In the third line, so of course I fuck it up the first time. This is how it goes. There's
What's really
one-
destroying the ozone layer?
Ooh.
Time to vote.
Wow, a lot of fitty fitties here.
We're getting a lot of great
next is-
answers.
A rejected name for a ship in the U.S. Naval Fleet, the USS blank. Vote on your devices.
They're both funny.
I went with hook, line, sinker.
I waited too long and it skipped me. I like the flat feet though because you're not allowed in the military with flat feet. So I can't
Really?
lie. That's like one of the things, yeah. When like draft dodgers, like I got flat feet.
Name of the next.
Oh, that's
hot boy
interesting. I
band.
know you can't join, like, to be an astronaut if you have bad eyesight. You need
Yeah,
to
color.
20.
Yeah, to be a pilot, you need to have
The pilot.
like you can't
yeah.
be colorblind.
That's
Oh,
all. for
colorblind.
round
No,
one.
I was
Colorblind
thinking.
is the thing, yeah.
I was thinking of like NASA. Like if you have any fillings, any tooth fillings, you
Oh yeah, I
can-
mean there's some crazy shit up there. Yeah. Oh, nice, Moana, you won. All right, so now it's round 2, and I
Now
answered
you
one
got
question.
this. You
Five
got
doubles.
this.
The
All right.
drama.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, there's only 2 I had to answer anyway. I was all like, ready. I would have taken more time if I knew I only had to answer 2. I was trying to go quick.
I have a hard time on this question.
I went real unhinged this time.
Okay. We'll see what a crazy Moana is like.
At least one of the answers. The other one was kind of tame.
I feel like one of mine was on brand and one was cute.
Not like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, did I mess up my video?
Got it.
Okay, it's time for some quiplashing. Our first prompt is 3 things are certain in life: death, taxes, and blank.
Oh.
Okay, pick your favorite.
That's a no-brainer.
Wow. Well, if you don't do one, you'll surely have the other.
I'll have you know I did not sink to the potty humor on this question. See?
Is it the tacos? Like, what
Okay,
is it?
next one.
Asparagus.
You'd like to see a poodle
Oh.
do. It's voting time.
I wanted to vote for File My Taxes.
Next in line, the worst person to narrate the audiobook
Oh,
of
God.
50 Shades of Grey.
Fucking Gilbert Gottfried.
Time to vote.
Oh, my God. Oh, jeez.
Come on,
Okay,
Mr.
what?
Rogers would actually do pretty good.
Mr. Rogers would do real good. President Biden would like fucking fall on himself.
Well, it does say the worst person to narrate it.
The worst.
Yeah, all right.
Not pretty good.
Oh, or yeah.
I was gonna say he would put you
I mean,
to
come on,
sleep.
dude. Well, how about-
Yeah, he just like
Yeah.
drone on and
Said
he'd
the
literally
same.
fall asleep.
Mr. Rogers is too sacred for me.
Of course.
Living in
Anyway.
I love Mr. Rogers so much.
Vote on your
Oh.
devices.
Okay, that's great.
That's both are really great, honestly.
No
Feather
feather.
beds because they'd combust.
Johnny Potten's like crushing it.
They're both really good though.
And next, a little known fact about Canada.
Moana, this is you.
It's voting time.
Which one?
I like that.
Ouch. I mean, they're not wrong.
They're both really good, but yeah, that was
They're not wrong.
Next one, come up with a title for an adult version of any
That wasn't
classic video
me.
game.
Who was the audience member?
Time to vote.
Oh man.
God, it is a hard one, but I like the Mario one. That's pretty good.
Yeah. They're both really good. But like the Polyopoly, like that's a play on words that I fucked up and I didn't get to vote in time. I gotta stop
What?
doing that. I would have gone with the Polyopoly. I just didn't
I
hit
like
it
the
in time.
Polyopoly.
It's just such a good play on words. My projectorness was very excited about that, and then I didn't hit the button.
Oh well.
Danny,
What?
Yes.
look at you.
Holy cow.
And now round 3,
All right.
the last lash.
Two
Put down
questions. I don't got to go too fast or too slow.
the answer the
Goldilocks.
same time this time.
No, it's
Okay.
one. It's literally one
The
question
last lash
Oh,
prompt
for this
see?
one.
There's mine, dude.
the worst album. Blank sings the blues.
Oh.
I'm supposed to come up with a name, like a fake name.
Somebody.
No, someone. Like someone we
Frank
would
Sinatra.
actually know,
Okay.
recognize, that kind of deal.
Barbara Bush. 17 seconds.
I do not have an answer.
Can you make one up? Did the
Yes,
there's
I
I
a-
know.
make one up. I wasn't sure what they were asking here, but anyway.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 votes. You can give them all to one answer or spread them out.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I'm supposed to pick one of these?
You pick
Yeah,
three.
you
Pick
have
your
3
top
votes.
3.
You can pick one. You can give all 3 of them to one, or you can split them up.
Oh. Oh god, I did it wrong.
That would be interesting sounding, without a doubt.
I love the Helen Keller though. Don't stare. She hates that. The Teletubbies really fucking win now.
It's over. Let's
I was
take
like, what is the
final
most
scores.
disturbing thing I could put here?
I mean, I couldn't because the Teletubbies always creeped me out.
Look at that!
Whoa.
2 in a row!
Fucking
3.
second line natural.
3 in a row.
Oh, the hook,
Wait,
line, and sinker was cute.
3?
Three,
No,
the
I'm
very
talking about
first
2
round we did.
games. The first
know.
game,
Yeah, but
was-
these 3 rounds.
all the 3 rounds. Yeah,
3
each
rounds.
round you just crushed it.
That was
Yeah,
good.
that Pow Pow answer with the 3 cities, genius.
That was great. There's some real good ones.
The 3 cities, yeah. So is that true in Canada? Basically, it's
The
like
3
you're-
big ones, Toronto, Vancouver, and
Ontario.
Montreal.
Montreal.
Ontario.
Ontario's a province.
Oh,
The province
you
that
dumb American.
Toronto's in.
whatever. Canada's just America's hat.
I used to have that as a shirt, and I wear it during Canada Day. And it was like a white and red shirt too. It was great. I feel like so many of my friends are American. The majority of them are. I'm like, I just live there. I don't know
We're
how.
delightful creatures.
And I ship you guys maple
Pull
syrup
up another game. I'll be
and
right
ketchup
back.
chips.
Oh,
When
are
I
we
met
taking a
up with
runaway?
Danny, yeah, I
I'm
let
gonna
him
run
run
to them.
away.
Well,
We can,
bathroom, and then I'll be back.
I can put the thing up again. Where's the thing? Make our little thingy. There we go. So, if you guys were not paying attention, we are running a Win a Human Design Reading contest. So, this is us during our intermission. Yeah. And if you've never gotten a reading before, this is your chance. So, Danny's going to be reading for you and myself. Danny's been doing human design for like 17 years. Like, he's an OG. Most people that you find doing human design is much more recent. And if you've not witnessed him doing a reading, it is Wild Town. Like, he goes so crazy deep, and it is such a treat. It is such a treat. His rate is usually $250 an hour, so you are getting that for free if you win. So, whoop whoop. Yeah, that is the prize value. Danny, I'm telling everyone what your value is.
Oh, what's my value?
250 an hour. So when they get their reading, if they win, that's the value that they're getting. What is it, gratis? Is that the fancy way of saying
Gratis.
free?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. There you go. Whoops. Sorry. I'm going to take you off again. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Drum it up some more
Yeah,
while
baby.
Moni's
I'm
backstage.
humble. I never knew I was worth that, but I like it.
No, you're technically you should be worth way more than that, but this is we'll start it
Probably.
here. We'll start it
Probably.
here. But yeah, so if you're like, what is this contest about? So you get to win a human design reading. So go over to our Instagram page, which is right down below, where you have all the contest details on how you can win. And if you are the winner, you are coming on stream with us live next week,
Mhm.
where we're going to read for you and answer any questions you have and go crazy deep. And it's going to be super. Is
Make
there
sure you
anything
want
I'm
it. Yeah.
missing?
Nope.
Make sure
Just
you enter. Make sure you tag friends. All the contest rules are.
have some questions if you think you want it. And the most important thing is just be open and in a quiet place where you can, be present.
Yep. All right. So we are on to the last and final game of tonight. So our audience viewers, this particular game, we will just be playing the 4 of us because it's a smaller game. And the whole point is to see how well we work as a team. So that's gonna
So,
be
do we agree?
glorious.
First things first, we read off the page number. Whoever has page numbers, they call out 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Mind if we do that, and then we'll do the reading. You can
Yeah,
see
and
the
like
order.
read your shit quick. Be like, oh, 1, boo, boo, boo.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, also another rule we should do is if you see that the rule is talking about wire colors that are not there, don't read the whole thing. Just say this rule doesn't apply. Next person.
Yeah, or like no blue.
Yeah.
Oh, and what was the other thing? Hang on, before we start.
Okay, before we start. Okay.
Yeah,
Try to
like,
do
hang on, we
that.
got a plan. Okay, so pay attention to what page you have. Read it in order. Be on top of your shit.
Use fingers. Be like, I have 1 or whatever.
I had another thought, but it escaped me.
Communicate.
Yeah, communicate. Be on top of it. Pay attention at the time. Let's get it.
My idea was that we read off the page number without reading the clue first, just so we can see 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Just
You just
rattle
put
off
up
the
the
numbers.
page number on your finger.
Yeah, or just like
I
if
said
you
do that too.
well, and if you got 1, just fucking go. Like be on
Yeah.
top of your shit.
But if you're free,
I was gonna be like, are we ready to embark on these
I
waters?
just say whoever pay attention to your shit and read it. Like 1, be on it. 2, be on it. Pay attention. Let's go.
I was gonna say, between the 4 of us, the only line we're missing is a 6, right?
Yep.
yep.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
thought that was kind of funny.
Wait, say that again.
That is funny.
That the line 6 is the only one we're missing. Okay, cool. Who has the start button? I think it's Jess.
Yes. Ready?
Oh, Nelly. Here we go. No pressure.
This warehouse is full of bombs. Just keep going until you explode. Ah, endless work. I'm in heaven.
Page 1, cut all red wires.
Cut even wires. Page 2.
Page 2 is supposed to say supposed to say odd, not even.
Okay.
Page 4. Do not cut the 4th wire, even if other rules say you should.
So cut 1 and cut
So I'm cutting.
3.
Oh, shoot.
1 and 3.
Okay,
Cut
who's
3.
cutting?
1 and 3. I'm cutting. Cut.
Cool.
I'm the wire
Page 1.
cutter.
Cut yellow wires. If the bomb's model ends with a letter, yes, it does. Otherwise, do not cut yellow wires. So cut yellow wires.
So cut yellow. Page 2. Cut red wires if the bomb's model ends with a number. Otherwise, don't.
Nope. Skip.
Yep.
Cut the first wire, page 3.
So we're gonna cut 1 and 2.
So we didn't have a page 4?
Nope, this one didn't have a page
All
4.
right, you guys.
Okay.
What's up?
On page 1 on this one. So do not cut the 5th wire, even if other rules say you should.
So no 5. Page 2, cut all wires that are not the 3rd or 1st. So 2 and 4.
And 5.
Page 3, go.
Page 3.
Okay. Only intern Jess can cut wires next to yellow wires.
Only what?
Only Jess is able to cut wire 2. If that needs to be
2
cut.
and 4. 2 and 4 need to be cut.
2 and 4. Cut.
Cool.
Wait a second. How it said to cut the 5th wire.
Okay. Okay. We
Don't
have to
worry.
be very careful. Last name from A to Z. I have Z.
I have T.
I have B.
And B.
What do
I
you
have
want?
Butts, B-U-T-T-Z. What do you got?
So it's Jess,
I is-
Danny, me,
Jess got it.
and now Moana.
Crushing it.
We are crushing it.
Page 1, cut 3rd and 5. Page 2,
Page
go.
2, do not cut white or black wires. So that's 5. Do not cut
So no 5.
No,
even if
only 3. Page
yeah,
3,
so 2 so far.
cut all wires except those next to a black wire.
So cut all of them.
I'll
There's
cut all
no
of them.
black wires.
All.
But I have page 4.
Okay, what is
Cut
4?
wires from right to left except for blue wires. Always cut blue wires first.
So 5, 3. Wait, no. Hang on. Cut blue wires first.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 6, 4, 5, 3, 6, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it was no 5. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no 5. I need that
Yeah.
one. Shoot.
Sorry, that was my bad. I got overzealous.
No, that was
No,
I knew
that was
5. I shouldn't put the 5.
I was gonna be like, that's a pretty good first try.
Oh yeah.
That was a
That-
pretty good first try. Okay, let's see how far we get
Do
round
one
2.
more.
Retry.
I can't choose try again. It's someone else. Oops.
Who's got one?
Page
Oh, I have
1,
one. Cut all blue wires. So 2
Okay.
and 4.
Page 2 does not apply.
go. Okay, page 3. If the bomb was made in 2012, treat blue wires as black. Okay, so cut no wires right now.
And
What-
4 is cut all black wires.
All of them.
So cut all of them.
Call all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have the wire cutters.
Who's got the cutters? Jess or
I don't.
Danny?
No, I don't.
Cut all of them.
Danny.
Yeah, just keep going.
Keep going.
Page 1. Do not cut the second wire, even if another rule says you should.
Page 2,
Page
cut
2.
all even wires. Cut all even wires.
So 2 and so just
So
4
it's
right
only
now.
4. Yep.
Yeah, don't cut 2.
Page 3 does not apply.
Sweet. Okay, it's last name A to Z. I have O.
I have T.
I have F.
MR. Danny.
So
So I go
F
first.
O R T.
Danny, Moana, me.
Oh,
No! What happened?
I fucked it up.
Yeah, you did,
I
Moni.
know I fucked it up. I'm a
Moni's
third
getting
line.
very
Okay.
trigger happy. Okay, come on.
The only third line in the group.
I was gonna say center.
I'm a third line. Don't rush me.
Page 3 is supposed to say even instead of odd. Page 3 is supposed to say even instead of odd.
Page 2, do not cut wire 2, even if page 3 says that you should.
So page
So
3,
don't-
I'm changing it now. Cut all even wires.
Okay, so just 2 and 4, or just 4?
Well, it says don't cut wire 2, even if page 3 says to.
Cool. There we go.
I was very careful. Page 1, cut the first wire. It doesn't apply.
Page 2, cut the third wire if it is yellow.
So 3.
And 3 is cut
Yes,
the
3.
second wire if it is black.
So 2 and 3.
So 2 and
So
3.
2, 3.
Page 2.
Page 1. Do not cut the fourth. Don't cut the fourth wire.
Page 2. Cut all red wires.
So, okay.
Page 3, cut green wires only if they are the second wire. That is true. Do not cut any other green wires. That's okay. Even if, okay.
1, 2, 3.
So 2, yes.
And 4. I've got 4. Cut the third.
Whoops.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Yeah, that was accidental.
Okay, last name A to Z. I have G.
Deeper.
I have I.
I have P. What do you have, Jess?
L.
G-I-L-P.
Okay, so
Yep.
G.
So Moni, me, you, Jess. Yep.
I'm the last one. I was like, I'm not touching anything. I'm the last one.
Okay, page 1. Cut all wires.
Okay, page 2. Do not let Mo. Don't cut shit.
Okay.
Oh, don't let Mo cut green wires. So
Okay.
just don't cut stuff.
Do not let intern Danny cut things.
No, Danny.
red
Okay.
And I've got number 4 is do not let intern Moni cut yellow wires.
No,
So-
then
Okay,
Moni
so
can cut
what wires
everything.
can I cut?
Go again.
So cut. Oh, wait, hang on. It says cut all wires, but
Wires.
no Danny, no Moana,
There you go.
and Moni. I don't.
No, Moni was yellow. There was no yellows. It doesn't apply. Page
just
1
got-
is cut wire 1.
Do not cut wires that are next to what wires, even if another. So no 2. Page 3.
I'm sorry. All black wires that are even numbered. 2 and 4. 2 and 4.
No 4.
So it said
Or
no,
no,
can't
2.
cut 2. So it's 1 and 4.
1 and 4. Danny, did you have something?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh my god, look at that. We're doing fucking awesome.
Don't say it.
Okay, sorry. Page 2.
Oh God. On page.
If more than 2 wires need to be cut, also cut the first wire. Otherwise, cut the 6th wire.
Wait,
Otherwise,
what?
cut your what? Otherwise, what?
Otherwise, cut the 6th wire. 6.
Okay.
Okay, page 2. Page 4 is supposed to say black instead of green.
Okay.
3. Do not cut the 5th or 4th wires, even if other rules say you should. Cut
Okay.
green wires that are next to yellow wires.
There's no green.
Mhm.
So my 4th page that is modified is do not, or cut all wires that are not yellow and black. So just red is just 6.
But it said don't cut 6.
Go.
One of them said don't cut 6.
No,
Page 2.
it didn't.
I got page 1. The second wire is actually red.
Page 2. Cut all wires except those next to red wires.
So
So right now
no
we're-
1 and
So that's
3.
4 and 5 only.
4 and
so
5 because
far.
do not cut red wires. So I think it's just 4 and 5.
Wow.
Okay, page 3.
Page 1. Every wire is
Oh no, not
every
these.
wire is kind of cool. I think the third wire is also wicked. Every wire is kind of cool. I think the third wire is also wicked.
Cut the
Okay.
cool wires, all of them.
And I have page 3. I hate wicked wires because they make everything next to them good.
If a
Oh,
wire is
so-
good, then it is not cool no matter what. I don't get this shit.
I say 1 and 3. I say 1 and 3.
Go. Holy shit.
Great job. I was like, I'm lost.
We got to the level where it's like these riddles. That's amazing. Okay, last name A to Z this time. Last name A to Z. I have Dawson and Gregory.
I have O and F.
I have O and
It's
Z.
D F F G O. I got F E.
So I do Dawson.
D.
D.
F-E, I got F-E-R-R.
So do I. F E R R O L L.
No.
I had F E R R O L L. What the fuck was Danny's with the same thing?
I was so
Sort
close.
by first
F-E-R-R-E.
name. So if you have to say, oh, but I was gonna say we broke all records.
Well, yeah, because we knew all the fucking things that everyone
Yeah.
fucked up on.
Oh, there's that.
I
think,
have never actually watched it through. I never watched it through.
I was gonna say this. I want to end on a high note. 9 is fucking
I'm
great.
great.
Yeah, I think we killed it.
I have my
It would've
little
been-
notebook.
I was gonna say if we got to 10, that would have been pretty epic. But you know what? That was amazing. Hold on.
They got
at the-
real riddly, and I was like,
No,
Yeah,
I was surprised they
Yeah, I
didn't
got
give us the
through.
number ones. Because when
Well, I
we get
know
to
we needed
that,
everyone's clues because there were moments when I sort of lost it. I was like, I lost the plot line, but it was one of you guys knew, or the other way around. Yep.
I was writing down notes.
yeah, the riddle ones are awful. The number ones are awful. But we never got a single number one. Those ones are just like, I don't understand what you want me to do here.
That's too
Yeah,
funny.
the cool and the wicked. I was like, if I had those all laid out in front of me with a notebook, I could have untangled. But just listen, I'm like, no, that's not happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it,
too
but
much.
that was fun. Oh my gosh, we are a pretty solid team, is what that
That's what that
demonstrated.
said. Absolutely. Well, now we know why those guys, everyone, all the profiles, they had fun during all of this. They started talking, and they had plenty to say. I thought that was great.
Right? Oh my gosh. So if anyone who watched that just because for the lulz to just hang out with us, thank you. We
Mhm.
appreciate you hanging out. And again, if you are just joining us, we are giving away a human design reading. We're giving
Mm.
away a human design reading. If you win literally next week, you're going to be on the stream with us getting your reading done live. So go on over to our Instagram page. That is where all the contest deets are. And I will not ramble about this anymore. I've done it more times than I want to.
That's perfect. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. We're going to read for someone live. People
Yeah.
will get to see how that all works.
It's a jolly good time. So with that, friends, next week is going to be that special giveaway reading stream. So come on out. It's going to be fun to see what it looks like when we read. I mean, if you saw our older episodes, you would have seen that too. But anyhow, this is going to be great. And then after that, we're going on break for 2 weeks because do we ever need one?
2 weeks. Wow. Look at that.
But yeah, and then when we come back, we're gonna start a special series called the Deconditioning series. So come check that out. With that, have a wonderful night, friends. Thank you for joining. Go enter the contest, and we will see you next week.
All right.
Adieu.
See you later, everyone.